Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you guys doing? Well, continuing on my bait and focus series, I was kind of going through some of my chatterbait trailers and chatterbaits and stuff, and I realized I have never done a video on the Yamamoto Zako, however you guys say it. I say Zako, you say Zako, whatever. um, a chatterbait trailer that I do use sometimes. You guys know I prefer the grub, but this one I do use sometimes, and it's pretty good. I like it. I never, as I've said many times, I always prefer the grub. I think I get better, more bites, but I do switch off now and then just to see how the fish react. And if you guys have never seen the Zako before, Zako, um, it's a swim bait, style bait, fat body, which is what when Brett Height made it was the key. Wanted the fat body for the hook, and it's got all these segments on the tail, so you're going to get some kick, but it does stay pretty. It's not really a big wobble from what I've seen, and I've caught fish using it. I think it's good. If you guys like this style of trailer, go for it, use it. I don't deny that they're effective. I just personally prefer the grub more. And when you rig them on there, this is just a half-ounce green pumpkin jackhammer. Just pop this on. You guys have never used these before. This one obviously has been used. Whoa, this one's a little ripped up here. Oh, we can still use it. Just find a different hole in the plastic there. Whoop, do a better job than that. Might have to get a new one. This one's a little beat up. So you can imagine how that's going to look going through the water. But nice action. Very popular chatterbait trailer. I've heard mention of it being used as a flipping bait. I have never done that. If you guys have, let me know how you make out with it. I've always thought of it more as a trailer. But there it is. That's how it will look rigged on your chatterbait. Make sure you keep it straight. You don't want any wobble in there that you don't want to mess up the action of your chatterbait. But this would be my second favorite style of trailers, and there's other ones that I'll go through as I do this bait and focus here. There's other ones out there that people make, and if I'm not using a grub, I'll be using one of these just to see how the fish are reacting. But let me show you the colors that I have. There's a bunch. I don't have all of them. And let me put this back over here. And the problem with their packaging is, as you can see, all the names of everything gets rubbed off completely. I have one pack, maybe two. One I can kind of see, one I can see. The rest are all totally rubbed off. So I had to look at Land Big Fish and look at the colors and match them up so that I could tell you what they are without guessing. The first one, this chartreuse shad laminate. This is the color that one this one I like a lot, which I'll get to at the end. But this chartreuse, what's it called again? Chartreuse shad laminate. This one I like a lot. I've done well with this one as my trailer. It's kind of like a green pumpkin and a chartreuse. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up on my phone. I think I had it up before anyway. Let me go to Land Big Fish here just so I don't mess up. All right, so because I wanted to tell you guys to talk about the price anyway, which I don't remember off the top of my head. So if you go down to soft body swim baits on Land Big Fish, if that's where you're shopping, Gary Yamamoto Zako swim bait, 4-inch. I get the 4-inch. I've never used the 3-inch. I don't have any of the 3-inch. If you guys have, let me know. Maybe that works well. It's $6.99 for a pack. You get 6 of them. So I always wait for their sale to come up. If I'm going to get any of these, there are a few. Let's see, how many colors are there altogether? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 21 colors. I've got 7 or 8 here that I'll show you. But this watermelon lemon laminate is really cool. I'm pretty sure. I hope I don't mess these up. I think just looking at them. I mean, I guess this could be the green pumpkin with lemon laminate, but it's one or the other. Like I said, I can't tell because everything. Now, let me see if I take both packs if they're exactly the same. Could be one and one could be the other. Let's see if they're the same. Yeah, see, these are definitely different. I thought I had two of the same kind. I think this one here, just look at them. I think this is green pumpkin, yellow laminate, or lemon laminate, sorry. And this one is watermelon lemon laminate. So I do have one of each. I wasn't sure. They're definitely different. There's the green pumpkin lemon laminate, and there's the watermelon lemon laminate. These are two colors that I really like. They show off well in the water. If you're thinking of trying one, that's not a bad route to go. Make sure I put them in the right bag here. Those two are good colors. I like them. They look good in the water. They match a lot of the chatterbaits I like to throw. I never use it as I never tried it as a spinnerbait trailer. Probably too bulky for that. But I've got two of those. I got both of the watermelon and the green pumpkin laminate. I answered my own question. Okay, watermelon, copper, orange, red. This color, I love this color in Yamamoto baits. They're flipping baits. I think it's great. This works. This is a good match for like those crawfish colored chatterbaits. Looks really cool in the water. I've done very well with that in the springtime. And I love this Yamamoto color. I love it. I wish, you know, I wish that every bait they made, they might, and I just don't know it, but they had more baits there with this color in it because I just love it. I think it's a great color. I love that orange on there, the watermelon, the copper. It's just perfect. So that one is watermelon, copper, orange, red. I always have trouble seeing. Oh, I see. The red is here in the orange. I don't really see it up here. I see it up here in the watermelon, but that's cool. Great color. And as you can see, totally rubbed off. Cannot read what it says on there. All right, this one I can read. Black with large blue flake. That one I can. So this must be a newer bag. It must be. It's hard to open up. Just throwing a black and blue chatterbait. There's the match for you. It looks short. Well, it says 4-inch. Seems like it's shorter. I'm gonna check that out. I guess it is 4-inch. To me, I don't know why that one looks like it's shorter. But like I said, you're throwing a black chatterbait, black and blue chatterbait, a blue chatterbait, whatever. You want to match that? That's a good one right there. Match it with black, blue flake. All right, let's see. Now I have to look at the list again because these are totally rubbed off here. The Tennessee Shad is the next one. That's their Tennessee Shad, and as I said, I hope I'm not screwing any of these colors up. If you guys see when I mess up, let me know. But I'm pretty sure this is the Tennessee Shad, another one that I like that clear body with that silver flake in there, and that darker, shad-like look. This one matches up with those white ones that I throw. If I'm throwing a white chatterbait, white and chartreuse, this one matches up nicely with it. Tennessee Shad. Oh, let's see. This is another good one right here. Green pumpkin with black and white. This is another one I really like. If I am going to use this as a trailer. Green pumpkin. Now, I guess they mean green pumpkin, black flake, and then it's got the white underneath. It doesn't really have white flake, so it's green pumpkin white with some black flake in there. That one looks really good with your different color chatterbaits. That matches them really well. It's another good one if you want to throw the Zako as your trailer. The last two, Rainbow Shad, is another nice one. Looks good in the water, especially clear water. I like all that flake in there. Sometimes I'll go with that one because I like that flake. Show up in that clear water there. Especially in the springtime when that water's really clear. It's not a bad option. And as I mentioned, I've said it 100 times, I love the grub as my trailer. It's my first choice all the time. But I do switch up to these occasionally just to see how the fish react. And if they're really hammering this, I'll stick with it. I don't care what they bite, as long as they're biting. And last but not least, chartreuse shad laminate. So one I showed you before, this one's kind of torn up. I should probably glue this one for next year. So when they get like this, I'll take some of the Mend It and put it on there, let them sit out for the off season, and then they'll be able to use them a little bit when springtime rolls around. Or really, you could just snip that off You can still use it. That was the one I obviously had on. These ones are new ones. So here's one that isn't destroyed. They will, the nose part of them will rip up after a while, especially going over, they're Yamamotos, they're soft plastic. But just going over those keepers on the chatterbait. If you put them on and off a couple times, see the keeper on there. If they go across through that pulls the plastic and tears it. So it's really not necessarily the fish doing it. It's just those keepers on there. So really, you're better off putting it on and just leaving it on until it gets totally destroyed. If you try to change it to another color, then you kind of tend to ruin them. That's what I did with this guy. Tore that pulling it off there before. But I can mend it and get some more casts out of it before it's totally done. This bag's actually almost empty. But that is it, guys. That is the Chartreuse Shad Laminate. So what I say, 21 colors, and I got like 8. So there are other colors out there. If you check them out online, those are the ones that I think when I bought these, like that. I don't know if that smallmouth magic color is newer. I would definitely try that one. The Sexy Shad looks pretty good. The Pro Blue looks pretty good. The other ones are all kind of similar. The Electric Shad's not bad. I would definitely try the Chartreuse Electric Blue. So there are a couple of colors in here. I wouldn't mind trying, just to try it out, because I am always looking to try new baits and different colors and different color combinations. But if you guys are a fan of the Zako, I get it. They do work. I just have my preferences. But if you guys are new to chatterbait fishing and you want to try all the different options, and you've heard me talk about grubs a lot, they're very good. I like them. They're my favorite. But this is a good option too. With this style of bait, the swim bait style of bait, not a boot tail, I think the Zako probably is the one that I like the most, even though there's other ones I'll show you that I do like. But I think this is probably the one that I go to first, just because I like the color options that they have, and just the way it kind of looks on the bait there swimming along. But that's it, guys. So the 4-inch Zako, it's a $6.99 bait, 6-pack, 4-inch. I haven't used the 3-inch. Check out the sales as they come along here. And if you guys like throwing chatterbaits like I do, it's a good option. It's definitely a good option as a trailer for that. And as I mentioned, some people have mentioned about flipping and pitching these. I have never done it. You can use these baits for anything. You could put this on a jig head and throw it around and probably catch them. You could throw it on a chatter or on a drop shot probably and catch them. Maybe that 3-inch one. Throw it on a net head. It's just a minnow style bait. I'm sure it would probably work. Lots of different ways to throw this around and get bit on it. But that's it, guys. So hope you enjoyed that. Anybody has any feedback on the bait, any different colors I didn't have that really work well for you guys, let me know. I'll definitely like to try them out. But the 4-inch Zako, whatever it is, I guess it's probably Zako. I don't know, but I'll say Zako. Hard A, Zako. It's a great trailer. One of the many trailers that they have out there for chatterbaits. Give it a try. Add it to the arsenal if you haven't tried it already. I always have, like, even though I've said it 1,000 times, I like the grubs. I always have a pack or two of these somewhere in the boat just in case I want to switch it up, or who knows, the guy behind me one of my buddies might be throwing it with his trailer and killing him on it. And I'm like, okay, time to change. But that's it. It's a good trailer for your chatterbaits if you're looking for something to use. That's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video. Please share it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.